Hey folks, we're going to go ahead and discuss how to fix a bent leveling jack. The bent leveling jack was on a Fuel 335 and it features the Lippert Ground Control 3 system. One of the concerns that many people have is the fact that the setting height of the actual jack is very close to the ground, literally about 6 inches off the ground. So because the installation height of the leveling jack is so low, approximately 6 to 7 inches off the ground at the level of the rim, if you were to do what I did, which is to cut the corner too short, you are likely going to hit the jack on the sidewalk and bend it in. As you can see, we've created some substantial damage and bend to the actual bracket of the leveling jack, as well as the bracket anchor piece that is attached to the trailer frame. So here's how to fix it. First of all, you got to take off the leveler jack from the mounting plate, and then essentially what we've got to do is we've got to straighten out all the various aspects of the bent bracket. And the question is, how are you going to do that? Well, this is pretty thick 1/8 inch steel, and therefore I decided that the only way I was going to get this straightened out was to put it up to a metal press. Now the metal press would be applying only to the jack, since we can get the jack off of the actual trailer. However, because the bracket of the trailer was also bent, I determined that I was going to use a plumber's wrench along with a hydraulic jack to bend that area out by itself. So here I am trying to straighten this out here. Just pumping this down, just get it to level out. See, it's coming down. It's doing it. It's working. Definitely straighten that side down. Now we have to get that lower down. So here you have it. We would continue to press it down. You can see that it's flattening out pretty good. Still needs to flatten out a little bit on the other side, but this part's laying out. So at this point, we've been applying some sequential pressure to the area, and just off just by a little bit, but you know, it is way straighter than it was, and I think that's about good enough. I'll probably tweak it out just a hair, but I'm not going to fuss with it much longer. Now we just got to work on the other side. Okay, so after about 10 minutes of adjustment utilizing the press, we now have a straight edge on the bracket itself, and I've adjusted both sides to get them as level as possible, which is a remarkable improvement compared to what the damage was. Now I'm going to go ahead and start bending back this plate here, which has a bow in it here, and we're going to use a hydraulic jack to do that and see how that works. So I've got it straightened out pretty good, actually. It should be good enough to get everything squared back in and attach the level. Okay, so we've got it straightened out. It looks pretty darn good. There's a minor slight internal torsion, but for the most part, I can live with it. Well, I'm happy to admit that I actually did a pretty good job of doing this. It was the first time I've ever had to do such a structural repair, and I was nervous about causing further damage to the vehicle and also the jack, which would have been about a $700 repair. I should let you know that in addition to reinstalling the jack, I actually raised it up a few inches higher so that it would have better clearance, so that I could avoid the next potential damage. And I will be doing this to all the jacks in the center and the rear. For those of you that have encountered this type of problem, I hope this video helps you. Ciao.